Okay, so here's what we're noticing in the kitchen, and we're just going to point this to your attention just so you know. And Tony, you already, I'm sure you know this, Tony, because you're a contractor. But go ahead. Go ahead. You can, go ahead. Go ahead. It's okay. Thanks. So you see we have a window which is offset from the sink, but because of the dishwasher and the way that's placed, this would be a little bit of a construction job. The other thing is that, you want to go for it? Go ahead. Okay, and the other thing is this piece stops short of the cabinets, and then we have all this wasted space. So without going crazy, we're just playing with ideas. Now, we had just said we're going to just simply change the countertops, and that's basically it. And then the lights. And so we have markers where the fresh, appropriate lights should go, and then we're going to have the electrician change that around. So that's really all we're doing in here, based on what we had talked about. So we have ideas, and we don't want to go crazy, right? So it's always a struggle when you see things like this to decide what to do. So, in lieu of busting out a wall and then wrapping this whole area and putting in a window there instead, when I say wrap, I mean put new cabinets and, all that stuff, you could go crazy to really modernize the house and give it super duper wow factor. What we have in mind is a couple of tiers. One of them is simply painting the cabinets and to match the new granite countertops. We hadn't discussed that. That was not in the scope of work. These are very pretty maple cabinets, but they're not super popular now. No, and so, outdated. Yeah, they're kind of not dated. They're kind of outdated right now. Another option would be to extend this simply out with a granite piece, and then make this a little baby island, and that would center that on here. If we did anything more than that, now we're compromising these lovely floors, and then it becomes a bigger job, right? So if we moved this, the dishwasher and the sink to make it symmetrical, and then we moved this, which would be really lovely and ideal, then we're dealing with the floors. So, these are always the struggles that we go through when we're trying to figure out what to do, based on what the resale value is and what we want to invest. So just putting that out to you just so you're aware that we're aware of what is here and what is, what we're looking at. If you have any suggestions, ideas, then feel free. At this point, our minimal suggestion would be to add onto the scope of work to paint all of the cabinets to give it a refresh, and then just extend this out. Right, exactly, and all the doors and all of that, and then bring this so that the countertop is now
That's about here, almost even with this here.
exactly, so it has more symmetry. Yep. And it'd also be functional for kids. We could put a couple bar stools there, and kids could have breakfast there, and this will all be fresh looking.
Or short adults.
Or short adults. Anyway, so yeah, that's our minimal ideas. Let me know what you think about that. Okay, so we're going to do a little video here. It was recommended that this be taken apart, but the guys ended up just sanding it down. This is lovely redwood, nice quality, and bondoing a lot of different pieces. So we're going to end up painting it. And we decided, since we're not going to be changing this beige color on the outside, to do a grayish color. And this is called Dovetail. We just put a sample on there. Mike, you want to put another sample because that's already dried? Let's see how it looks if it's solid.
What now?
I want to put another sample on there.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it looks when it's dried. That's just one. Kind of the idea is to, make a nice. We want a gray, but something that's going to actually go with the tan.
All the way over here.
Yeah, just make it, right over there on top of it, so we see what a double layer looks like. And then we're going to do Swiss coffee on the top. And then on there, on all of the ceiling and the posts to kind of keep it light and bright. So that's our ideas, what we're going to do for the outside here in the back. But this is a good money saving. And they replaced some of the boards that were really bad, as you can see.
Difference.
Oh yeah, that looks really good. But it does have that beige undertone, so it'll tie it in. So I'm going to do a quick video walkthrough of the house so you can kind of get an idea of what we've been doing. Everything what we have X marks the spot. We're going to be putting in the new canned lighting, and this one will be, I imagine that one will be as well. This room will be snowbound. It's going to be a bright white, which is gorgeous, against the black on the fireplace. Pardon me, I've got a sore throat. I'm probably from talking too much. But we're going to be doing 6 can lights in this room, and that'll make it much brighter and much more modern. And here we're doing the same thing. We're changing this up. You can see my video on what we're doing. We're going to get rid of those old lights, and they're not really well placed. And in here, we're actually going to put 4 can lights as well, but the electrician hasn't tapered them off. We've taken care of all the popcorn ceilings. Those are all gone, as you can see, again, before. Okay.
Are you guys taking off
So
the switches and plug plates over there?
that's what's been done so far. I'm not going to tell you what we're going to do because you already know that. So take a look at the other videos and let me know what you think about some of our suggestions. Okay, so this room, no more popcorn ceilings, yay. So, and the walls have been texturized. You know, this was paneling, which was very outdated, and we could have painted it over, but it's not really modern to do that. An option that one of the guys very brilliantly suggested is to actually make a little baby hallway here, a door right in front of me right here, and then a hallway. So this would make 7 legitimate bedrooms. And what I'm going to do is when I advertise it and sell it, I will offer that to people, but I don't think it's worth the expense to do that. Although it wouldn't be very expensive to do that. I think it's just a simple thing that, because how many people want 7 bedrooms? So I just figured, even though it's a great idea, it's going to be more like a sales pitch for other people. Again, lots of popcorn gone and debris removed. So that was kind of a big deal. These guys are doing a good job keeping things fairly clean. As you've seen, this was demoed. We've also purchased these lovely vanities, and we just have to pick them up. And that's kind of a big deal. Demo and cleaning up popcorn ceilings. They were in here today, texturing with the more modern texture on all the ceilings, which is kind of a big job. And then see my video on our suggestions on this, and then decide what you want to do on that. So there you go. You got a video on the deck, what's been done on the deck. You saw the tree trimming that's been done, which was significant. Hauling and moving a lot of the old stuff that they're working to liquidate for you. And see my video on the kitchen as well. Okay.
Anyway, this is 31 inches on both sides. We were originally going to go put tile on both sides.
Yep.
And my thought was that if we opened this up a little bit and framed it back here, even though the toilet may be sticking here past it, we can put a bench seat in there, make the shower bigger and deeper, and then a new custom door.
It'll make it look more airy.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
But, yeah. So how many inches are you thinking? Because you have how many inches? How many?
Well, we can get out to about probably. I'm thinking 46 to 48 inches is what I figured. So that's 48 right there.
Okay.
And they're coming about halfway onto the toilet, but I don't think that would matter because we're going to have the glass going over, up, over, and then you know, you're going to see it no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's what you want, actually.
Right.
Yeah, you want to be able to sit on that bench seat and or even on the toilet or whatever. But
Yeah. No, that
that's
makes
my
sense.
thought was to come over to about here.
And then it won't compromise the hallway down. I mean,
Well, yeah, that's why we have to build up a step
right.
or two.
So it doesn't. Yeah. Okay.
2 feet there. I can get a couple of 8-inch steps there, and that'd be plenty.
Okay.
You know, going this way, coming up.
Yeah.
That's going to be back into where the steps are.
And so the goal is just to make this more modern and more
yeah, put a steam
spacious.
shower in here.
Well, that would
Possibly.
be expensive. That's
No.
like $2,000, so you don't want to do that. I don't think for this type of house a steam shower is a big deal. This is not a luxury house; it's more like a family house, right? So, but just having it wider
Just wider.
definitely makes it more modern.
Because
Better
if I
for
were to
families.
come here and I would buy this house, I'd look at that shower and say, "Ain't no way."
Yeah.
But you have the bathtub right next door. But you
Right,
got,
that
You got
helps.
5 bedrooms, 6 bedrooms. So
Right. So having a
So a lot
bigger
of people
shower
would be
definitely.
using it, right?
Yeah, agreed. Okay.
9 inches from inside the shower, so it's going to be actually probably up here somewhere.
Yeah.
The actual step about almost a foot.
Okay.
So we're going to put it up right there, 12 inches, okay. And then this one will only be about 9 inches. So when you're coming down the stairs, and we're only going to be coming this way about 4, 8, let's see, 6, it'd be 10. We only need a 9-inch step, so that would be coming from the outside of that wall, the inside wall there. So we got 6 inches there, about 5 inches plus 4.5 inches, 9 inches going that way.
Well, how is this going to impact when you're walking down the stairs? You'll be
Well-
bumping your head.
No, yeah.
There has to be a minimum clearance,
This is
right?
it right
What's the
here.
minimum clearance?
So here's your, right here, you'll miss it. You come right to here, like this.
Okay.
This is gonna come here like this.
Oh, okay.
And it's only gonna come up to about like that. As you're coming down here, boom, you miss it. We could come up to whatever step we want right here, actually. So, am I hitting that line?
No.
I'm below it?
No.
I'm above it?
No, you're below the first
My
line.
head.
Yeah, you're below the first line by several inches.
By an inch?
No, several inches. Like
This one here.
Yes, correct. Yeah, probably 3, 4.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't think so. Not that short.
you're shorter than you think.
That's 72 inches. That's how tall I am.
Well, you're not bumping.
Are you talking about this one?
No.
Okay, look at.
All right, I'm gonna go and I'll put a mark where your head ends. Go ahead.
Okay,
Hold on.
go
Hold
ahead.
on. Yes, that's exactly where your head
Okay,
ends.
that's cool. Then we got plenty of room. Okay. All right, so we're okay. Anyway, so if we kept it at this height,
Okay.
and then we're coming, this is 12 inches right now. Thereabouts. There'd be a 6-inch step going all the way over to here. From the inside, which is that. So this would be probably more than we actually need. Or a step coming up, and then we'd have one more step right here. Right here. And that's where the bench seat would end.
Okay.
Right there. That would be the bench seat. This would be the step up to it.
Right. So basically, people can sit down while they're showering if they want
Right.
to, but they have more room.
And
They're not
more
going to
room.
be
Now we have
claustrophobic in their main
15
shower.
inches there, 7.5-inch step here, 7.5-inch step there.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a good selling feature. They won't think claustrophobia when they look at it. They'll just think, oh, okay, this is
No,
the way it
because
is.
this is going to be a wall. A jogged wall. going
Right,
Up
right,
and over and all the way up
Right.
and across.
right. It'll open up everything. Okay, makes
Yeah.
sense.
So we could do that on the inside, and then you could video that. And this is going to be a step, okay?
Yeah,
And then a step.
that's a very creative engineering.
Very.
It is. It actually really is.
And then it's going like this.
Yeah, no, that makes
So
sense.
let's see what we are here. That's 15 plus 5.
Because you don't have much to work with up there to make it
That's okay, but
impactful.
it'd be.
So that's good.
It'd be nice. It's going to actually extend the shower too.
Right.
So let's go up there and take a look.
Okay. So here we are back up in the main shower. And basically the idea is we're trying to sell this place for really good money. We have 6 bedrooms and we have 2 fairly small, smallish, oops,
Right.
yeah, bathrooms in comparison to what modern families like today. So how can we open up this shower to make it less claustrophobic so that when a new buyer walks in here, they love how open it is, but we're working with the limitations of the stairwell. So it takes an engineering feat to do this. So the proposition is to build a couple of steps on the left-hand side and a bench seat, and then open this up. That's the idea.
Anyway, this is 31 inches on both sides. We were originally going to go put tile on both sides.
Yep.
And my thought was that if we opened this up a little bit and framed it back here, even though the toilet may be sticking hair past it, we can put a bench seat in there, make the shower bigger and deeper, and then a new custom door.
It'll make it look more airy.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, no doubt.
But yeah. So how many inches are you thinking? Because
Pardon
you
me?
have how many inches? How many? How?
Well, we can get out to about probably, I'm thinking 46 to 48 inches is what I figured. So that's 48 right there.
Okay.
And they're coming about halfway onto the toilet, but I don't think that would matter because we're going to have the glass going over, up, over, and then you know, you're going to see it no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's what you want, actually.
Right.
Yeah, you want to be able to sit on that bench seat and, or even on the toilet or whatever. But
Yeah. No, that
that's
makes
my
sense.
thought was to come over to about here.
And then it won't compromise the hallway down. I mean,
Well, yeah, that's why we have to build up a step
right.
or two.
So it doesn't. Yeah. Okay.
2 feet there. I can get a couple of 8-inch steps there, and that'd be plenty.
Okay.
You know, going this way, coming up.
Yeah.
That's going to be back into where the steps are.
And so the goal is just to make this more modern and more
yeah, put a steam
spacious.
shower in here.
Well, that would
Possibly.
be expensive. That's
No.
like $2,000, so you don't want to do that. I don't think for this type of house, a steam shower is a big deal. This is not a luxury house; it's more like a family house, right? So, but just having it wider
Just wider.
definitely makes it more modern.
Because
Better
if I
for
were to
families.
come here and I were buying this house, I'd look at that shower and say, "Ain't no way."
Yeah.
But you have the bathtub right next door. But you
Right,
got,
that
You got
helps.
5 bedrooms, 6 bedrooms. So.
Right. So having a
So a
bigger
lot of people
shower
are gonna be
definitely.
using it, right?
Yeah. Agreed. Okay.